Good morning from the eNCA Money Desk. Now, the 17th Annual Competition Law, Economics and Policy Conference is set to start today. Let's bring in Hardin Ratshisusu, the Deputy Commissioner of the Competition Commission, for more on this. Hardin, thank you so much for your time this morning. What will be top of mind at the conference today and tomorrow?
This is our 17th Annual Competition Law and Policy Conference. We'll be hosting it for the next 2 days. It is a conference that focuses squarely on the impact of competition regulation on the concentration of markets and transformation. As you know, South Africa's economy is quite highly concentrated in most markets, and this is something that we will zoom into. We will look at specific issues. I think there are issues around cost of living concerns. We will zoom into food prices to address these and hear from experts. We will also be looking at the NHI and the path towards NHI and what role can competition regulation play. In addition to this, there will be a focus on the competition protocol that was adopted by the heads of state of our continent, which we will look into, and the implications of this protocol, particularly areas of implementation. Finally, there are issues around energy prices that we have been looking into, and we bring experts to look into these particular issues.
Now, Hardin, if we zone into one of those topics, food inflation and the slow-to-fall food prices, and that's been a major issue for South Africans, are we any closer to a workable solution in terms of your investigations into that?
What we have done as the Commission is to be quite proactive in this space. For the past 3 years, we've been monitoring food prices, selected food prices that are stable, that affect the consumers the most. We have been observing a mixed picture in a way, because in some cases food prices do increase. In some cases, you see some softening and they do decrease. But what we are unsure of is what are the causes of these price increases when they happen. We have now established a market inquiry to zoom into fresh produce markets as a starting point, because this is where we have seen a huge volatility of prices, for apples, onions, tomatoes, and these are food products that form the basic basket for any consumer in our country.
Hardin, just a quick one. I know you're also investigating Nike and their stronghold on Springbok clothing. What can you tell us about this case?
We have received a complaint against Nike on that they have some exclusive arrangements with respect to the sale of Springbok jerseys. This is a complaint that has just been filed with us. We are looking into it. I cannot say much about it at this stage. Safe to say that we will prioritize this complaint because it is World Cup fever. Everybody, I'm sure, would be wanting to buy the Springbok jersey at any point in time from now as we move even to the knockout stages of the World Cup. So we will look into this and assess if really there are anti-competitive practices that we should be concerned about.
Hardin, what do you think are the biggest challenges, not just in terms of competition law, but specifically competition in practice in South Africa?
What we have observed over the years, and we have been in operation since 1999. So it's 24 years of competition regulation in South Africa. What we have seen is that we do have, as I've said, challenges in our economy with respect to market access. So there are certain sectors where there are very high barriers to entry. What we then do is to focus our attention in those markets to open up space for emerging and, in some cases, medium-sized enterprises to participate in those spaces. What we have also picked up, and it's one thing that we'll be debating at this conference, around legal standards, because there's also a huge role that the courts play in the interpretation of the Competition Act. And we have seen some decisions that I think require a bit of reflection, because I think if we do not approach certain things carefully, we could chill the effectiveness of the Competition Act. And this is an act that is really quite crucial to address the market structure challenges that we find in South Africa.
Thank you so much for your time, Hardin, and good luck with the conference today. That was